Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing good. I just, before I get into this video, I wanted to correct a record on something from the last video. I had a commenter to point out to me that the Leon movie that I always known as The Professional, that there's a French version called Leon. So, I mean, I don't have time to research it. I didn't go check it. I'm taking the person's word for it because it makes sense, and I should have did more research. I should have used Google. That's where this commenter said he found it, and I'm always trying to avoid Google every chance I get. So that one kind of bit me in the butt. But to the commenter for keeping me on my toes, I say thank you. To the people that watch the video, my apologies. Um, I'm going to be more careful in the future and try not to let this happen again. While I was doing the driver's license video, which is absolutely something strange going on with that driver's license thing, because I seen that address on there. That's one thing I didn't mention on I don't think I mentioned on the last video that, I've been carrying a driver's license around for a long time, so I know that address is not what it was before. And besides that, guys, I've used it to get Allegra many times. I've used it for so many things, and the address has never come up. It's never been an issue. And your handgun permit. No, they don't ask for it if you get pulled over. You're not asked for it. Somebody mentioned something about that. I think they're from Tennessee. And no, they don't ask for them here either. But that has nothing to do with this. But it did make me think, what if I would have got pulled over? And if you've got a concealed weapon, you have to announce it and show them. If you're not carrying, you don't have to announce it. You don't have to show your permit. But if you're carrying, you have to announce to the police officer and show your permit. That's both Oklahoma and Texas. But Texas is the state that had the 2-week notice to get your address change done on your documents, your driver's license and your handgun permit. So, but I was wondering, what if I did get pulled over and tried to tell this police officer, yes, Mr. Police Officer, I don't know why that says Oklahoma City on it. I've never lived in Oklahoma City in my whole life. I guess that Mandela did that, Yeah, he probably wouldn't put me in handcuffs. He'd probably put me in a straitjacket. But fortunately, nothing like that happened. But you know what? It made me come to the awareness that I've been carrying illegal for I don't know how long, you know. So that would have been kind of, an awkward situation if I would have got pulled over while carrying and had to present my permit. It would have been, it wouldn't have been easy trying to tell the police officer why the addresses don't match, and that, because the police officer's going to want to know who lives at this Oklahoma City address, and I'd be saying, well, Mr. Police Officer, I don't know. I don't live there, and I ain't never lived anywhere near. Well, I lived 100 miles away from Oklahoma City, but nowhere near, no suburbs or nothing like that. So that Oklahoma City address is a mystery, and my accountant actually told me that he knows that part of town down there, because I did wonder kind of who does live at this address, and anyhow, there is other possibilities out there, but the best description I have is, of course, it's that dang Mandela effect, and I did mention bookmarks too, and that could be, gosh, there's other explanations for that, I know. But it just, I've gotten to where everything is dang that Mandela effect. Because there's so much stuff that happens around here, things missing and showing up somewhere else and all that. I'm sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. But so that's kind of become a thing with me is every time something weird happens, whether it's a Mandela effect or not, I say, dang that Mandela effect, Yeah, anyway, I try to make light of it so I don't lose my mind. So, my apologies. I do try to keep it real. If I make an error, I'm going to correct it. So, again, my intention is not to mislead anybody. So, it's an honest mistake, and I'm going to be more careful going forward, because I don't like having to correct the record. But it still seems strange to me, that whole movie. I never I never seen as many movies as I watch. I've never seen or knew anything about a French version, you know, and it was in English. So, I mean, I was watching it just like I normally watched it any time before when I watched that movie. But it was, you know, the same movie, everything the same, except the title is Leon. And so, but you know what? I question why. Even why does France have a version that's exactly like the version, um, American version, with a different name? I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. It's like it's just you know, it causes confusion. So anyway, although I was careful to say possible Mandela effect on that last video, because of this exact type of thing happening, you know, and this is one reason that I don't have time to research these things. So you know, even though I see a lot of changes around here, I mean, gosh, if I was to report everything I seen that changed around me, and it would be like I would constantly be, you know, making videos about it. But I don't have time, nor do I have the interest in researching this stuff. You know, I enjoy watching the other videos that you know, do the research, and I appreciate the time they put in. But I don't have time for that, guys. So I have no reason not to believe him. So I'm just clipping that part out of the video and moving on. The sky, the moon, the sun, they're different. I mean, wow, the planets are like in your face now, you know. The moon's all weird, and the sun's definitely like, no, something ain't right there, you know. And I see all this stuff, and I can't help it, you know. And I don't have nothing against those that don't see it. So I wish they would be more friendly, you know, because we can't help it, and it's real for us. Yeah, I feel like I live in a different reality, and it's true. And you know, I ain't afraid to say it. You know, people can think I'm crazy or whatever. I can't help it. It's just, and it's not just me. It's a lot of people, and my mom's one of them. And she remembers things just like I do. 4 people in the JFK car, no doubt about it. Everything about that whole thing, that Zapruder film, everything about it is just not what at all that we remember. I mean, is way different if you really look at it closely, you know. So, and you know, other things too, you know, Febreze, from all the little stuff that, you know, some might call senseless. The stuff's changing. I do know that. I know Febreze had 2 E's in it. I mean, there's a lot of them like that I just know. And Skechers. My mom knows all these, but you know, I don't know how it's happening. But I mean, I got my theories, but there's so many theories out there too. It's all you can do because nobody really knows, you know. So I just try to listen to whoever. I listen to them all, and try to, you know, put something together in my mind that works. And I did get one comment I want to share, because I don't know why it didn't occur to me, but as far as the CERN blowing up our universes, where we move down to the next, where we have infinite universes, and we move to a new one. The residual, I was asking on my last video if anybody could put that together with the residual. I'd be interested in hearing it. And somebody brought up something that I don't know how it got past me, but yeah, entanglement, quantum entanglement. So I guess there is an answer for that too, you know. So that was pretty interesting. I appreciate that comment. That was pretty good, because like, what, you should have known that, you know. But hey, sounds pretty good. But it's all prophesied in the Revelations in the Bible, and you got to try to match that up with what's going on. That's what I try to do, you know. And I let people know I speculate a lot, and I try not to state anything as a fact unless I know it to be true, you know. And but I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm gonna likely do a follow-up on that last video, because I hadn't made it down there yet. I should have went today, but my mom has been sick, and her blood pressure's been really low. Yeah, but I'm gonna get down there to the Department of Transportation, and I'm going to ask this if she'll let me do it on camera. I'm going to share it with you guys, but I have a feeling that I'm going to ask her though. I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can get her to tell me how my driver's license, you know, changed like that, and see what she gives me. You know, she couldn't tell me over the phone, you know, of course, because she didn't know. I mean, that's, you know, that's basically what she told me. So I don't know what she'll say, but I'm going to try to see if she'll let me video it, and we'll see what she says if I can get her. You know, if she'll allow me to do that, that might be interesting. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys an update on that if I can. I mean, if it's worthy of even sharing, you know. But something strange happened there for sure. Somebody pointed out that could be somebody messing, you know, or trying to steal my identity or something like that, you know. And yeah, I know. I don't think that's what's going on, but I really don't think that's what's happening here. Um, I mean, I've had them in my possession this whole time. So how did they change in my possession? And they did say default on them. Um, you know, I was trying to make a point on the last video. Um, you know, using the handgun permit as a piece of evidence, because the police station will not issue a handgun permit unless that address matches what's on the license. I mean, it's just, you know, really. Um, so, you know, something's not right there, and I can't find an answer for it. I asked the lady at the Department of Transportation. She don't know, but I'm going to try to see if she'll let me, you know, ask her some questions on the camera. We'll see what she says, if she'll allow me to. Kind of doubt it, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. My passion is more with the sky phenomenon stuff. That's why I mainly stick with that. Even though, you know, it's that whole thing, the sun, the moon, the stars are like in your face, you know. It's like, you know, they'll be up there by the moon, just bright as all get out, you know. And it's like, and what's different? For me, it's different. And for a lot of other people, I know it's different too. I mean, my sister, my mom, even my brother-in-law is seeing, you know, he's pointing it out now, and a lot of people are starting to notice these things, you know. So, I mean, the whole thing's a Mandela a reality shift to me. So, um, it's, you know, what I'm filming and stuff. It's, to me, that is Mandela Effect. But, you know, if Mandela Effect is a reality shifting, and that's what it is to me, because it's like the skies and all this stuff. It really, it doesn't seem like the same reality I used to be in, and there's a lot of people feel that way. So, you know, good for the ones that don't. I mean, you know, you can have this old world though, because I don't like this one. I like the other one I was on much better, even though it was, you know, it wasn't all that great either. But this one is like, wow, everything seems so fake here. I say that, I know people think I'm nuts for, I mean, I don't know any better way to describe it. You know, if I want to be accurate, I'll say, yeah, it seems like I'm living in a different reality, or a different, you know, parallel universe, whatever you want to call it. It's not the same. And it's not just one thing. It's a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, I do this mainly just to be part of a group of like-minded people. That's my main reason for this channel. You know, I just like to share the stuff. Our world is upside down, and a lot of people are going through similar things, like seeing the reality shift type stuff that goes on, because it does happen with me, and I can't say about anybody that, you know, that don't see it going on. I mean, I'm happy for them. Good for you, because it's not fun. You know, this whole, I don't like it myself. I know some people think it's exciting or whatever. It's fascinating, yes, and I do research it because I want to know what's going on, and I'm trying to learn more and more about it, because it's affected me. Not only me, my mom. I mean, it's basically my whole family remembers everything the same. I mean, you know, Ford in the Kennedy car, no doubt about it. I mean, that whole thing is different, and we all know it's different. And you know, if you look at it closely, it's just like a lot of stuff. Jackie's mannerism, the whole thing. But anyway, most of you already know that. So, but yeah, haters out there, they're just gonna have to hate. I mean, I can't help it, and I'm not gonna apologize for it, you know. And I just thought I'd let you guys know how I feel, you know, because I never really talk about it in my videos too much, and I'm not going to be talking about it constantly, but I'm laying it out there. People know, you know, that wonder where he does stand on that, you know, because I'm not scared to say it, because I'm part of that community, even though I'm not active, you know, and it's my brothers and sisters, you know, they're seeing things the same way I am, and it's like, you know, there's just like a kinship there, you know. You guys see the things flying past the sun here, or I call them sun surfers because I don't know what they are, but you know, some say they're bugs. I don't think so. I don't. I mean, that's not what I'm seeing, because when you slow them down and really look at them, and I tried to do that. I hope you guys caught that, but they're fascinating, whatever they are. But anyway, that's about it, you guys. I hope I didn't bore you with this video. I just wanted to let you guys know basically where I'm at with this whole thing, and you know, I like being part of a group that, you know, sees things and understands things the same way, and you know, the haters, let them hate, I guess, you know. But look at this poor bird. He's got his leg all boogered up. I felt bad for him. I seen him at Walmart the other day. I said, doggone it. But anyway, that's it, you guys. Y'all take care. Stay safe out there. God bless.